Let's check this render. Oops, everything's blank. So as we have rendered odd frames, so we have to make sure that to use nearest frame, so it won't give that issue. Yep, that grid is not working over here. We will fix that. But overall, we need to fix the ground as well. Yep, rest is good. Okay, cool. Let's just disable everything over here, and we can just use 0.5, 0.5 and 0.5. That's good. Reset, and I want to increase this. And one more thing, I can just use shader for this grid as well. So I want zero specular on the grid. I'll just make changes to the color. Let me reduce this by 0.05. Cool. And we can just reduce this even more. We can reduce this a bit. Yep. Now we have more. And one more thing I would like to say is if we render this on Mplay, so currently this is half resolution. So we were using this NVIDIA denoiser. So what it does, so it just remove those detailing we are looking for in the dust. When you see, this looks more flat and this is more detailing. So in some cases you can use this denoiser, but for now I don't want to use this. Okay, so let me just use dust over here, version 1, and I can go with full resolution render, full range. Cool. And I want to increase this. Let's keep it default. So default is also good. So other stuff is fine. We don't want to tweak anything. So but remember, this is not the render resolution currently we are following over here. So if I middle click, it's 0.008. So render resolution is 0.005. So let's just use 0.005 and cross check, it is here as well. So should I just cache this and after that render? So I have to wait for that, and here I have option. So I can just select this render, copy this, and if I go to this stage over here, and here I can just use drop network. In drop network I have option to set sequence. Oops, it's not. Am I reading the right node? Let me just copy again and paste it now. So fetch sim, and I will use this to render. So before rendering this, let me just double check if it's properly rendered and we are getting this. Yeah, I know I have this black, right? So maybe in the comp I will just add this similar color so it will be fixed. I can see some grain over here, but that's fine. So we have 20. We can increase density a little bit. So rest is already good. Yeah. So we don't need that much exposure. Let me just double check. So what's the difference? Yeah. So if we reduce the exposure, it's taking lesser time rendering. And just for test, let me just turn on this filter denoiser and let me just check, is it helping or not. So if it's not helping, then I will disable it. Actually, I need this kind of grainy feel, kind of cool. So it's up to you that you want to use this or not, but in my case I won't use that. Let's disable this. Okay, so everything looks cool. We will launch this high-res simulation and after that we will render. So for that we need to just go over here and node by node launch render. Oops, currently it's rendering one frame only, so we have to select this range. So whatever select we over here, it will take the same range in up node as well. So you make sure select everything and double cross check. Yeah, we can see the range. Let's play this. So I have rendered some frames only. The disturbance is too much in this one, right? So we have to reduce that and let's add hammer smoke as well. And we will render with two different camera also. So let's do that. So I have already merged this file and now let's reduce this. So let me go to this frame. So currently, okay, let's freeze the simulation. And so in this case we exactly know what is the issue. So this gas disturbance is too much. So if you're not aware that which is causing the issue, just disable everything and start one by one. So in my case I know this, and let me just copy this and paste it over here. So mostly we have to play with the range. Okay, so current, let me just, I want to cover lesser area, so let me increase. Yeah, so it will have less impact, and let's increase this bit. Okay, and next I think I can just 45. That's fine. Okay, so let's just check few frames. Let me reset the simulation. Yeah, that's what we want, lesser push. Cool. So we will recache this, and again I want to cache this as well. So in here we will have to double check. Okay, so we don't need this temperature flame, so disable this. And here also we have similar options, density and everything, which is fine. And one more thing, avoid this shop material path. So sometimes if you are using mantra, then you won't be able to use the custom shader. Okay, cool. So I prefer this color for the rendering so I can easily identify. And let me copy this over here and paste. This is smoke sim version 1. I need to copy this and paste it over here. So now I will have two simulation. One simulation is smoke. Yep, I have to import that smoke also over here. Set smoke. And let me just copy this path and paste it over here. For visualization purpose, let's just turn this off. And we have to assign it color. Okay, let me render. It's again black, so it's a smoke. I want to keep it white, So let me reset this color and we have to reduce it. Okay, reduce it more, little bit. Let me just turn everything on. Yep, this will work. Awesome. And I want to render one more angle from this area as well. So let's just create one more camera. Oops, it's not. Yeah, so let's just stop the render. Yep, this is fine. As I want to render two camera, so this is for the one camera and this will be my second camera. So let me select second camera and I have to read this again over here, which is render smoke. Yes, connect this and we can paste it over here. Yep, everything looks cool. We just need to turn this on. 0.01 for this is fine. We don't need that much detailing. And one more thing, hammer is also missing. So let's add this. Let's copy stage and paste this over. Yep, now we have hammer. Cool. So I think let's launch a render. And we will check this next.